Hello and welcome to this last installment of the Clan Skryre strategy and tactics videos. In this last video I just want to show you what you can achieve when you think outside the box and apply some of the tactics that I've discussed in previous videos. And yes, I will link them on the screen. As discussed in previous videos, undercities can generate a large amount of food and even be just as valuable as regular cities. In this campaign, I've made the rule for myself to establish 100 undercities before I would occupy even a single settlement. It took about 110 turns for me to achieve that goal, but I've got just over 100 undercities on this campaign. I've just sent fairly weak minimal viable stacks of about 14 slave units and just a handful of better weapon team units in every direction and just attacked whatever I could, just to sack it and leave an undercity in it. I also campaigned all the way over to Clan Moors to make sure they would survive and grow. By sacking everything around them, they were able to expand and currently hold 34 settlements. Now, often Clan Moors and Clan Ashen can take care of themselves, but there's a good chance they also die, especially if you wait long enough, so babysitting them was maybe not necessary, but I decided to do it anyway. The plan was to babysit them as I'm doing here by wiping out the dwarves around them, so that they can be turned into a military ally and finally I can maybe confederate them if I want to actually go for the victory conditions. But that's not what I want to show you, however. I want to have a look at what these undercities did for me and how I was able to support these very amazing Doomwheel Doom stacks for only 1000 gold. As you can see here, I pay 0 upkeep for these Doomwheels and cannons. That's because I've installed a global bonus building in almost every undercity. Now, because I'm playing on Legendary, I need to install one in 5 cities for every time I create a new army, because each army adds a flat 15% upkeep cost for all armies, which you can counter by building one of these buildings, or actually 5 of these buildings. If I wanted to, I could make about 6 or 7 of these stacks before going into the negative income. And if I were to balance out the undercities perfectly, I could probably support up to 12 of them. Now, I'll quickly show you what it looks like. I know this isn't a great city to test on, but it's nearby, so I think it'll do. As you can see, that was really easy. You just have to attack move and the Doom Wheels will largely take care of it. So basically you can just attack move with your Doom Wheels and have your cannons fire at will. Plus use your magic at your convenience. Because one of the global bonuses that the buildings provide is extra winds of magic. You can achieve having 200 or 300 winds of magic rather easily. And any wizard type general could really become a powerhouse because they can cast dozens of plague spells or hundreds of warp lightning casts on the enemy and basically take care of most enemies themselves. There's another little gimmick that is pretty fun with these Doomwheel stacks. The ninja unit actually becomes really good because he can buff the Doomwheel with armor and missile resistance, making them even more tanky. So having one of these karate little ninjas in your army is actually pretty fun. Now, if you do not want to do that kind of thing, let's have a quick look at the total income you can get out of these undercities. Now, if you build the 400 gold building or the one that leads up to 50% upkeep building or a combination of those in a proper major settlement, you can get anywhere between 1500 and 1800 gold from these settlements. The bare minimum you can get out of a settlement is still well over 500 gold, so if you have 66 of these minor settlements and 33 major settlements like I have in here, you can get an income of around 80,000 per turn. Before I decided to try the Doomwheel cheese, I had well over that amount of income between Skaven Blight, these undercities and sacking. Meaning if I wanted to, I could support about 12 weapon teams Doom stacks on Legendary at turn 110, which is not a bad situation to be in. Now, the only problem is that in order to actually win the campaign, you need to occupy the settlements. However, with 12 or more weapon team Doom stacks, you can go around and occupy all settlements immediately at max tier because your food income can be quite insane. Or you can actually start making use of the Vermintide. At this point you will have a 400% research rate or more, meaning your Vermintides actually have Storm Vermin, Doom Wheels, Hell Pit Abominations and a lot more in it, and they can actually take on most cities. Definitely the less defendant ones. Is it the best way to play the game? Is it the quickest way to achieve victory? Probably not. Is it really fun to do? Yes, absolutely. And personally, I think playing the game like this can be a hell of a lot of fun. Alrighty, I want to keep this video short. I think I've covered most of the things I did want to share in this little series with you, at least for Clan Skryre, and I hope you've enjoyed these videos. If you have any fun strategies you want to share, tell me about it in the comments. I always love to try out new things because I'm by no means an expert at this game, and I learn about new things almost every day by watching other YouTube creators play the game. So there's probably a lot that I don't know, and I'm very happy to learn about them. Alright, stay skaven and keep scheming. Bye!